never slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness.
He's listening to our commentary. He's gone, what are you talking about, old man? I'm off.
Yeah, he's gone to, Danny Revolta rider coach, and he said, I'm just worried that the guys are too He knows what he's doing around here. He knows what he's doing wherever he is. There's the number 11 of David Gonzalez. They all just, they're not tense enough. And Lucas Brown was one of those. He said he just wants to get up the slipstream of Brian Uriarte. Has to back out of it as Brian sweeps into the left-hander. He's talking about passing everybody at the first corner, and he's come unglued for him.
Yeah, well,
and as long as the guys behind are not silly, I'm sure that Brian will...
There you go. So, our timing screen's not quite keeping up. There was someone else who went down and...
We'll catch Veda. Of course, there is the question of what gearing have they chosen.
But I couldn't quite pinpoint who it was before they disappeared on our timing screens. But as they come around the final corner then...
Veda chosen a gearing, perhaps the lower gearing, that he doesn't need the slipstream.
For the first time. It was Sullivan Mounds who went down. Oh dear, what a shame for Sully.
So that's a two British riding.
Real Marco Morelli's weekend just going from bad to worse at the moment.
Is out if their timing screens are right. Then.
Yeah, certainly not a day for Rebut Britannia, unfortunately. But then, he started from the back of the grid, but he's not made any inroads here at all. Multiple. There we go.
But Ega Pratama up into third place. He came off
race winner, podium finisher in Rookies Cup. He was on the rider sent to the back of the grid for the slow riding in qualifying.
Yeah, he was way down, 15th to third.
But he crossed the line in 25th position. Not ideal for him whatsoever.
About that,
goodness
in one
me.
lap.
Absolutely quality. What a lad he is. So Ega Pratama finished up last year in the championship. Daniel Jr., who was started from the third row from ship, 8th place in the series. He didn't quite come away with from bottom. He's made a move up towards 16th along with Mitani. A podium to finish off the year at all, but he was certainly very close. He looks...
And Benyat Fernandez, he's got up to 11th place. They're now into 10th place, actually.
To be starting his season with an absolute corker, though.
Yeah, and talking to him after, and he came off the back of the grid, so it's only taken him a lap and a half to get all the way up in qualifying. He wasn't happy, he made the mistake. He missed, the end of qualifying to the top 10.
So
and there is Veda still leading.
It can be done then, so a great start for those guys, but
But he said, look, I'm just going to look over things, I'm going to talk to the technical staff, I'm going to review my race from last year.
They'll be hoping for a much better start tomorrow. Someone's down in the background, Peter. Couldn't see who it was.
I'm going to work off the experience I got from last year, see if I can... Oh, and a nasty moment there for the...
But it looks... it's Ramersdorf has gone down, unfortunately, tumbling down our timing screens, and it really impacted
whoever it was behind Ega Pratama, but that's given Veda a bit of breathing space.
Got to give a shame. Fernandez is someone else has gone down too in there as well. A few riders out to Benyat Fernandez, the number 7. He's up there into 5th now in this leading group. Super is going wide there. I wonder what on earth has happened. It looks like it was Tinez, the Venezuelan, tumbling down stuff from him. I was looking through his results for the European Talent Cup last year, and I wouldn't say he set the world alight. Our timing screen as well as Benyat Fernandez. Oh dearie me, what a big shame that was. But Peter, that's what this series is all about. Equal machinery. It's about talent. Good charge through the field already, but we switch our attention back towards the front. Brian is, and how well you can work the motorcycle underneath you, and Fernandez doing so, catching Veda, and he's got David Gonzalez with him.
And I think Veda, he is, and he's battling with Carter Thompson. Carter Thompson, as I say, he was fastest. He was perhaps using a little bit too much road coming out. He couldn't quite get on the gas as hard as he wanted to. First pre-practice session, he made a mess of qualifying as well, but obviously got things sorted now.
There's Ramersdorf who went down, as well as Benyat Fernandez. Tinez as well,
because he's battling with the number 7 of Benyat Fernandez.
Mitani, the number 3, leave, unless he's just gone really wide, caught up in some kind of chaos. But our timing screen, 24, Asia Talent Cup champion, started 23rd on the grid. He is up into 13th. That means confirmed it is Ramersdorf and Benyat Fernandez who have both crashed out.
And you saw them.
So he's a real big beneficiary. Benyat Fernandez falls way back down the order to 12th.
The number 11 of David Gonzalez make the pass on Brian Uriarte. The previous lap we'd been on board.
Place, unfortunately, in the final corner, must have run wide there. But yes, Mitana
with Brian looking back at David Gonzalez, and he couldn't do it. Well, he made it work this time. If they
Japan, this is probably the most exciting rider to come out of the Asia Talent Cup for you lot.
slow each other down, then Veda is going to disappear. But the number 11 of David Gonzalez looking super.
Since won a certain Tayo Furusato.
Yeah, and then he was another one of those who made a mess of it. Determined in second, and is right on the tail of Veda Pratama now. Qualifying, and that is why he started on the 8th row of the grid. He was much quicker in the free practice.
David Gonzalez, 11th in the standings, is the number 11 coming into this race. He's
Sessions.
Well then, Peter, we have Spain leading Malaysia, leading Indonesia. Finished 3 out of 4 races so far. A very quiet Le Mans, just taking away a few points, but had a great year. Veda Pratama is well and truly on the case, isn't he?
Yeah.
He started the season back in Jerez, 8 points coming away from that one. So for this season, he's going to get very riders down at the first turn. Agostinelli, and that was nearly a couple of other riders down there. That was Carl pushing and chasing down the leading duo.
And he's going to pick up a double slipstream in a minute, isn't he? As he already is. He gets
a nosebleed here running this high up. As we see, Tassini had a grid infringement. Double long lap penalty. Pratama, wasn't it?
That's right, Veda. There was really not room for that. Sucked into those three. He was super late on the brakes of the first lap. I wonder if he's going to do the same thing again.
Oh, dearie me.
Yeah, that's a messy way to start the race, isn't it? What a shame. Okay, to go up the inside of Carpucci, but he tried it. They got away with it. Anyway, it still is Brian Uriarte that leads. Can he go from 3rd to 2nd to 1st?
We have not seen an Indonesian rider back.
And he don't know why. I mean, he could have been in the wrong position or what. I have no idea. Well, we don't know exactly. Carpucci looking for a way up the inside. There is no possibility there. Brian Uriarte cuts across his nose.
In front of Rookies Cup like this and being this sort of exciting since Mario Aggi was Super Mario and that little pop.
What he did wrong, but obviously he's done something. Okay, it's Veda Pratama, and then the 11 of David Gonzalez very nicely and holds on to the lead.
Well then, so 3 riders down at the first turn. Agostinelli was the other one. Size rocket he was several years ago now, but Pratama, he's all over the back.
There's Brian Uriarte, and those trio, I think, are being caught by the 31 of Uriarte.
Down with Fernandez, as you rightly pointed out, Peter, with Pons. They come across the line there to complete lap 1. It will now of Hakim Danish. This is really great to see.
Absolutely superb. Liesi and Hakim Danish on the number 13.
Carter Thompson there in 6th place with Sullivan. Will be Uriarte from Carpuchin, from Pratama, Thompson, Gonzalez, Benya Fernandez, Singapore.
Now, he didn't fly past them on the brakes. He wasn't quite close enough on that lap, but he's going to be...
Mounty up from 11th on the grid there in 7th as well, just off the back of this group. So we're really seeing it. Prong there in 7th place too.
And Veda Pratama does not want to hang in there.